Welcome to Africa.
For the next 14 days, we're exploring the southern end of Africa, beginning with 48 hours right here in Victoria Falls. Over the next 2 days, we're experiencing 4 of the best experiences, according to Google, on the Zimbabwe side of Victoria Falls. Our goals are to see Victoria Falls, spot some wildlife, specifically hippos since they're my favorite animal, and find a really good lunch spot after 2 very long travel days that included saying goodbye to Mom.
Bye, Mom. Love you.
Who'll be sending us a daily selfie while we're gone. It's time to see if these 4 Victoria Falls experiences really live up to the hype. Let the Victoria Falls adventures begin. We're staying at Nsika Lodge. We actually just checked in. It's got a pool, a bar area, reception, spa, a dining area where we have our included breakfasts and dinners, and of course our room, which has our own bug net and our own private bathroom. Anyways, we're jumping into our lodge van, driving by an adorable family of warthogs, and starting our first top attraction here in Victoria Falls. A sunset dinner cruise. Overall, most people seem to enjoy this attraction. Google puts it at spot number 3 and it has 4.6 stars. Audrey said, "A wonderful, calm, and pleasant moment," and added these awesome pictures. Thomas said, "My weekend on the Zambezi River cruise was absolutely phenomenal." Really, the only bad reviews were along the lines of people like Solomon, who didn't exactly enjoy the views.
Hello and welcome.
Hello.
This is Bob Breeze,
Oh.
alcoholic cocktail.
Thank you.
And then we were off, floating down the Zambezi River.
This is such a nice little boat. We have our own little boat.
Tyler was right. The boat was really nice. We had comfy chairs, wide open views, a map of the river, and a fully open bar. Plus, it was basically just us and this one family from Switzerland. They also surprised us with a 4-course serving of what they called snacks. Course 1 was breadsticks with crushed olives and basil pesto. Up until this exact moment, for some reason, I had thought we'd be at the bottom of the falls, probably because that's what we did for Niagara Falls. But the crews at Victoria Falls are actually at the top of the waterfall. And the most you really see of the falls themselves are this really pretty rainbow mist in the distance. And then it was time for course 2, a roast vegetable skewer, a brandy mushroom, and a spicy chicken curry. Everything is so good.
No, it's a...
They saw a hippo. I didn't see the hippo.
Oh, right there.
Oh my gosh. Deborah.
Oh.
Oh my god!
That was so cool.
They're right by you.
That was insane! I'm not even kidding when I say this might have been the best moment of my entire life. So cool. As we continued our float up the river, we learned some facts about the Zambezi River, like how it's the 4th largest river in all of Africa, behind the Nile, Congo, and Niger rivers. We also learned it crosses into 6 different countries: Zimbabwe, Zambia, Botswana, Namibia, Angola, and Mozambique. Last, we learned that the Zambezi River is home to one of the largest populations of hippos in all of Africa, which makes me very happy.
Oh, there's giraffe back there.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, way back there.
Course number 3 was a roast beef taco, a crocodile kebab, and something they called a chicken lollipop.
Got some crocodile. Saw crocodile, now we're eating.
The sunset was so beautiful, and what made it better was that we got to enjoy our 4th and final course. Fresh fruit kebabs, shortbread biscuits, and the most delicious chocolate brownies, right as we watched the sun dip below the horizon. It was the perfect way to end our first night here in Victoria Falls.
But we just saw baboons that were right here. Oh, he's right here. Oh my.
I think we both scared each other. That was crazy.
Wow.
After opening Mom's daily selfie, we jumped in the van and headed to town to see some more baboons. I'm just kidding. We're here to see Victoria Falls.
Oh.
We've made it to the tour. Not entirely sure what it all consists of, but our guide told us it's going to be a 4-kilometer hike, to expect lots of mist and rain because the waterfall is super big right now.
These are your standing tickets to
Thank
go
you.
in.
Okay.
Thank you.
Without this ticket, you want to go in.
The tour is $7.57 each. Turns out there's 16 different overlooks along the 4-kilometer walk. And because the water is the highest it's been in years, our guide got us some ponchos to wear because according to him, it's going to get pretty wet with the mist. According to Google, this is actually the #1 top attraction to do on the Zimbabwe side of Victoria Falls, and it has a pretty high Google ranking of 4.8 stars. Bernard says it's Victoria Falls, which seems pretty self-explanatory. And Euros said I fell into a waterfall, which honestly I'm a little concerned about. Viewpoint number 2, this one has 38 steps down and 38 steps back up, and it's already getting misty. This is absolutely insane. So cool. Steps are a little slippery, so I'd be careful, but the view is insane.
There's so much water. I've never seen that.
I think this beats Niagara Falls. That's insane! Raincoats are going on. It's raining! Except it's not rain! The water's going up and then raining back down on us. Turns out our guide was 100% right, and the further down the overlook trail you get, the mistier and wetter it becomes. Eventually, we decided to just put our camera away and switch to the 360 camera because it got so wet. Even with our ponchos, we were starting to get soaked. But honestly, it kind of made us feel like little kids again, and it was kind of a blast.
It's so good.
Oh my god!
I hang it now.
As we made our way through the overlooks, our guide told us some pretty interesting facts about the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Victoria Falls. Like how the real name is actually Mosi Oitunya, which unfortunately I'm 90% sure that I'm not saying correctly. We also learned that during high water season, an average of 500 million liters of water goes over the edge. That's over 132 million gallons. And if you want something to compare Victoria Falls to, it's about twice as wide and twice as high as Niagara Falls. Pretty crazy. There's an island over there! I feel like I'm in a hurricane. Apparently we're coming up to the danger point, which I think is number 15 on the lookout trail here. And apparently this spot has some slippery rocks. Oh my gosh. Very nervous right now. Okay. Our guide said he's not going.
Are you so good? Yeah!
Once we made it to overlook number 16, we had the most beautiful rainbow waiting for us. Honestly, I'm not sure how we're going to beat this one. Enjoying the views of Victoria Falls while playing in the rain was such a fun experience. I can definitely see why Google put this rainforest walk as the #1 top attraction. That was so much fun. After exiting and giving our guide's friend Peter back his raincoats,
Thank you,
Peter decided he really wanted to show us his $50 billion bill. He was very excited. And turns out he actually sells them too. So if you end up visiting and want to stop by and see Peter, you can visit him in shop 21 and get some billion-dollar bills. And after driving by all the tourist ponchos that were drying in the sun, we made it to lunch. The Lookout Cafe is actually the number 5 top attraction at Victoria Falls. We're only skipping number 4 because the last time we went rafting, I didn't think I was going to make it. And it's a little traumatizing now. Anyways, the Lookout Cafe has a Google rating of 4.6 stars. People like Dagmar say, I would 100% recommend this cafe day and evening. And Marion says, a must visit in Victoria Falls due to its location. We had lunch with a breathtaking view. Mainly the bad reviews were pretty similar to what Max said. Ordered the chicken wrap, tasted horrible. The view is the only good thing. When we arrived, it was pretty busy, and since we had a reservation, we got a really good view of the gorge. Like a really good view. We ordered...
Oh, I'll have a burger.
Can I do the beef filet medallions?
The burger came out so big, I had to squish it down just to take a bite. But overall, I thought the food was okay. We've made it to our next activity. We're going in a helicopter. We ended up going with Pocopo helicopter flights, which has a 4.5-star rating on Google. Florian says, awesome experience, make sure to book your flight, which honestly makes me really excited to go. However, Wengi had this terrifying experience. The door opened by itself during the flight and the pilot had to fly back to the base and check the safety system again, which makes me also feel very nervous to go. After getting weighed and signing away our lives,
Signing my life away right now.
we had a super short safety briefing. And before I even really knew what was happening, we were boarding our helicopter. For some reason, I was the chosen one to be in the front, which made me a little bit more nervous. But honestly, I was just super excited to see the falls from up top. As soon as we took off, we could see the mist of the falls. Well, I could. I actually couldn't see the rest of the family because of this wall, but from what Tyler told me, they were having a great time in the back of the helicopter too. Even though the rainforest walk and playing in the mist of the falls was a blast, it was kind of hard to actually see the scale of the falls, and from up here, it was incredible. We could see the Lookout Cafe where we just had lunch. We could see the Zambezi River where we did our sunset cruise, and we could see the entire rainforest walk. I can definitely see why this is the number 2 attraction. I think it might even have a chance at the number 1 spot. Around minute 10, I started getting nauseous. Seeing the other helicopters zipping by, having continuous turns where we were horizontal to the earth, really didn't do any favors to my stomach. So I was really glad when we made it back to the ground.
That was crazy.
That was actually longer than I expected.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was crazy.
Really cool.
As we watched a warthog family from our lodge's pool, I thought about all the top attractions we did here at Victoria Falls. And if you asked me to rate them, I'm not sure if I could. They were all so unique and so special in their own ways, but the helicopter ride was pretty epic. Tomorrow, we're jumping into the lodge van for one last time and making a land crossing into Botswana, where we'll jump on a plane and fly out to our safari camp for the next 7 days. We'll see you there.